Hey guys, what's up? I'm over at Steve's place. We have a 2011 Hyundai Sonata in the shop, and we're going to switch out the halogen headlights with some LED bulbs, and we'll show you how to do this.
Alright, so we got our 2011 Hyundai here, Sonata, and we're going to change the headlights over to LEDs. We put a little paint mark on our cover from the beginning because this is where we're going to want our wire to come out, because we have a little module that's going to be here that we're going to tie wrap on. So we just put a little paint mark on it so we know, because we're going to have to cut this, and we can untwist this cap, and we'll take this off for now. And then in here we have the electrical connector here, and as you unplug the electrical connector, one of these side, if you look at the connector here, it says vet or net on it. It says, excuse me, KET1. The KET1 side of the connector, that is the power side of the connector for the headlights. So you can check it with the test light, and we've done the other side already, so we kind of know. So we have the plug unplugged now. We can put that to the side and out of our way here. The passenger side was a little easier to do, but we're going to show you this side. And then you have a little hook in here, and can you get in there to see that little hook that we have to depress?
Yep.
Okay, so you put your finger on it and you can push it off to the side, and then it just rolls down. And now I can take the bulb out. Okay, I've got the old bulb that came out, and you know, these were already upgraded, but still wasn't happy with the light content from them. So we have this out now, and we're going to go over to the new ones that we have. So the new one that we have, they're telling you on the instructions to take this disc plate off for starters, and you can just rotate it. You can see a little tip right there on each end of it, and you have to only rotate this 45 degrees. When this is sitting in the vehicle, it's going to be, the wire harness is going to be up at 12 o'clock position, and you're just basically going to twist this thing around, and then you pop this off. They want you to put this in first into the connector. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go sit this inside first, and then we're going to take that little silver clip and lock that back into place. So we're going to put this little insert in that they tell us to put in. And it's kind of hard to see in here. You feel it in there, it goes in. And then I'm going to take the clip over and lock it back in place. You can look in and see the clip, and it's in place, and on the very bottom of the lens has the female slot that the disc that you're putting in has a male protrusion that fits in at 6 o'clock position. So we got that in, we got the clip all locked in, so we're ready to put the bulb in now. So we have our new LED light with the little module on it, and so you got the red wire here that is going to plug into your yellow connector here. We were telling you that one of the sides of the plug has some lettering on it, and that's the side that we're going to plug it into. And we'll go over that again in a minute. And you can check it with your test light to see which one that it is. So we're going to take the bulb in, we're going to put it in, and the instructions say you have this little metal ring that stays on there, and we're going to slide this into place very gently. And it says once you find it into place to turn it 45 degrees. And at 45 degrees you'll notice that your lens is the top of the bulb that we had showed you in your wire is at 12 o'clock position. So now we're locked in place. So we're going to go over and we're going to cut the cover that we marked here, and so we're going to take the gasket off. We're going to cut a little groove down in here along this side right here, because our notch is here, and then we're going to be able to have the wires so that they'll be on the edge right here where my finger is sticking out, and the gasket will be on there and it'll seal it up. Now these connectors that they gave us with this kit, there's no protection really for the thing, so we're going to show you on the other side that we did. On this side we'll show you we filled it with a little bit of silicone, and we're going to tuck this after this is dry inside on the side of the lens here, and the only thing that's gonna stick out is gonna be these two wires like this. So it'll be pinched down like this, and then we're gonna secure the module over here. So the only thing sticking out of the cover is gonna be these two, and we'll show you how that's gonna look. We're just letting the silicone set up. We're kinda, you know, it may be overkill because this could all be tucked inside the lens, but we live in New England and there's a lot of corrosion around here. And this clip is gonna sit at 12 o'clock and then it's gonna rotate over. So we're gonna just cut our groove basically just right here. You know, either side, as long as you're close. So we're probably gonna end up cutting this thing at 11 o'clock position. And we're gonna just cut out the wizard. You can cut this with a hacksaw as well if you wanted. We're gonna cut it with the wizard. We're going to clean this out, and we have a little file, a little rat tail file that we're going to use to just open this thing up just a whisker, make it so it's tight. All we're going to do is get this in here, just clean this out so there's no burrs, because when you're done at the end of the day here, your wiring is going to sit out this hole right here, and there's going to be a gasket on right here. So that's what how we're gonna set this in place. And we'll show you how to set the other side in place. We have more access. It's the same thing, and we're just gonna get this hole so that it's a little cleaner looking. And that out, no burrs. So we're good. So let's go get this installed. We got our silicone on our plug. We're going to slide it up here, and we have to fish this thing into place here. And tuck it into the lens, and it will go in. Just have to find that comfortable, there it is. Okay, it kind of pushes in, down. Alright, so we got that in there. And now we're going to take the cap. We're gonna have to put the gasket on in the thing first, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Yeah, put the gasket over the thing first.
Yep. So put yeah.
Through here.
It's kind of backwards thinking a little bit.
Yeah.
My brain hit a wall too, and I was like, wait a minute.
Okay. All right, and then we could slide it back on the cap.
Yeah, then you can kind of worm it through the cap.
Slide it back onto the cap. Okay. We got that there. And we got that tucked in there.
There you go.
Now I can stick our gasket back on top of this thing.
There you go.
Okay, whoop. Boy, this is the easy side.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so now we said we're at 12 o'clock with this is what we wanted to do. And we're going to just take a little blob of silicone here, just a little tiny bit, and put it over here so the hole's completely covered. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this module and we're going to tie wrap it right here. There's some grounds here. And we're going to tie wrap it so it's not going to be bouncing around. You want this thing to be secure. So before we do that, we'll put a little tiny blob of silicone on here, and then we'll tie wrap it. So I'm just going to put a little silicone on my finger, and then we're going to fill that hole up right there.
Yeah, and you can get the stuff at your local auto parts store.
Yeah. All right, so that's sealed up. Let's tie wrap it. Okay. So we got the module tied in here, and it's not going to bounce around. It's really pretty secure. And we'll cut the tie wrap, and that'll be it. Now we're going to fix the other side the same way. It's a little tighter, so we wanted to show you this side. It'll be easier. We've got the headlights on, and we told you that one of the connectors has some lettering on it right here, and that's the positive side, the one with the lettering. And this is the ground side. So our red connector, which is right here, is gonna plug into here. And then we're gonna do the process where we're gonna plug this in and we're gonna silicone this, let it set up for a few minutes, let it get our gasket and cap on, and we're gonna secure the module. All right, so we put a little blob of silicone there, and this is our hood cable here, but we tie wrapped it to the harness so it's nice and secure, it ain't moving, and we sealed that up.
We're in the garage and we got the new LEDs on. They're a lot brighter than the halogen ones were, and that'll be a wrap.